Canada, a primer for those wishing to invest, immigrate, or invade. From the rainforests on the west coast, across the Rocky Mountains, through the prairies of most of the middle part, from the metropolitan centres of Toronto, Ottawa, and Brandon, Manitoba, all along the bit the French have and into the unexplored and wild outback of the Maritimes, Canada is a country of diversity, scenery, groceries, an alarming number of bears. Canada is a land of diverse peoples, rich in heritage from a variety of ethnic backgrounds, some better than others, but in Canada, all equal. Some of the earliest Canadians weren't even from Europe. The savage races, as they were once known, the Micmac, the Iroquois, the Scottish. Barbarian tribespeople, rich in culture, but not much else. Peoples waiting to be discovered, converted, integrated, and hopefully ultimately forgotten, their vicious, drunken ways relegated to the pages of history. The Scottish, I mean. The Micmac and Iroquois are a noble people with a long history of responsible alcohol use. Canada was founded in 1567, when the Hudson's Bay Company bought out Peugeot Citroën, uniting Upper and Lower Canada into simply Canada, God's America. Canada went to war with the United States of America in the War of 1812, which took place somewhere around 1813. The Americans invaded Canada determined to spread their small R Republican claptrap, but were repelled by Canada's loyalist forces. Canada defeated the United States then, and always will. And since that day, the United States had served as a military buffer, protecting Canada from invasion, and generally being our bitch. On March 31st, 1949, Newfoundland joined Canada, a historic moment for Canadians, not unlike when a handicapped relative comes to live with you. It makes life a little more costly, but makes you feel good because you're helping out the needy. The Queen of Canada's name is Elizabeth. Her husband's name is Phil, but she's the one in charge. She lives in a big house in a magic kingdom, and they have beautiful children. Of course, Canada isn't all rainbows and lollipops. There is the controversial seal hunt, the controversial treatment of the natives, who were often called Indians even though they were not from India. They were from Pakistan. And of course, the controversial French in Quebec. Originally, Quebec was a prison for the worst of France's criminals. Not unlike Britain's Australia, but unlike Australia, Quebec remains a prison to this day. The Québécois, as they are known, are a separate and distinct society living amongst us like the lizard people from the television program V. They eat French fries only if they're camouflaged with cheese curds and gravy. They are seemingly unaffected by the health dangers of cigarettes, and they speak in a series of odd sounds similar to words but almost completely unintelligible, even to the French. The French Canadians are similar to their European French counterparts, at least as far as hygiene is concerned.